Lawbreaker is undeniably the essence of all tournament. It is the fruit of hard work, the culmination of a violent effort to fight and the manifestation of absolute determination. It is the desperation that creates friendship, the flood of adrenaline that replenishes life, and the myriad of
Now,
emotion that make one feel
And now it seems we are unmuted. Welcome to Essence, the tournament, also known as OMLN, Oceania Long No Tournament number 4. That is going to be the final Grand Finals showcase. What I mean by that is that it's going to be the last showcase, the final showcase of the map of the tournament. Very excited to be here, and this Mappool is messed up in all kinds of ways. You'll get to see that very soon. But let us introduce ourselves here. I'm Patarajwal, one of the Mappoolers for this tournament, and we will have a full roster of Mappoolers today, starting with Imperial Trinity. The floor is yours.
welcome back for the final time, or grand final time, technically. So, yeah, we will show you probably the funniest map pool ever conceived by mankind. And none other than our third map pooler who helped us with that, Mr. Serenade Crasher Lane. What do you think about this pool?
Hello. So yeah, we're reaching the end, and I want to say, saying this pool is interesting is pretty much understatement. I would rather say this pool is ridiculous in every single sense.
Yeah,
You
if it's
can
Chris
pretty
Orlean
much-
who says that, you know it's true.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, you will not ready for it. But anyway, before that, so looking back on the last week's matches, 3 players are eliminated: Spanner Dude and Jaylai and Miyuchi. So commemorations to 3 of them for reaching the top 6 of this tournament. And now with our position of the tournament right now, Nepijin standing in the winner's bracket. I don't think he's lost 1 point even, not yet. Don't think he even lost 1 point yet.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see if the Mappool itself is going to, just has not lost 1 single point yet. But we'll have to see whether the Mappool is going to finally show some signs of vulnerability in either of the 3 remaining players, by the names of Nepijin, Pavin, and Konkave. It is basically America versus Thailand. It is a state of things in the tournament to witness.
Yeah. Also, what I want to say about a little bit, talking about the pool a little bit, this grand final. When you see previous final pool, you can see that the jump between the semifinal to final is already really steep there. This time is also really steep. So this, you can imagine that this pool by far might be one of the hardest LN pool, at least in the global scale, compared with the other tournament have been done before. So fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah.
We will showcase later on.
Wait, do we have any lore before the showcase
No.
starts?
No,
don't.
there's no lore yet.
Okay.
And anyway,
let's go right
Imperial,
into it, I guess.
Imperial,
and,
it's
Imperial,
your time.
The floor is yours.
Yeah. It's OD10, guys. That's all I have to say. It's really hard.
Welcome to OD10
LN. This is the hardest LN release Coordination 1 made. The replayer, which is actually, I believe, Dark Mew too, who did this. said that this map is harder than the last map on HR. I'll take his word for it, but this is obviously not played with Hard Rock, so if he is struggling this much, you guys can probably understand how hard this is. So, yeah.
Yeah, like the map itself, like the structure is like very, very flowy. It kind of relies on the tone of the violin to kind of draw its mapping style. And it's very, very volatile. Some of those trails are like really hard to control. Like everything in this map is really hard to control already. It is 5.56 SR, so it is fairly dense for a release map already. And when you add in those really tight release gaps, like everything is so difficult. And you add on to the OD10 here.
Yeah, there's trills. There's also like the one-hand anchor bias on purpose, and then on top of the small release gaps at certain points, as well as the parts with small LNs. There's just the combination of all these effects that make it so difficult to release to, and it's also surprisingly really easy to miss or slider break on this map, even though there's pretty much less than half the amount of notes compared to every other map in the pool. So it is quite interesting to see how players are going to play this map. I'm assuming Neptune's gonna actually protect this map because he says it's Arknights and he's gonna protect it or ban. So good luck, Konkawa and Pavin, because you might have to play this.
Yeah, Konkava seems to be okay on releases. Like getting a 991 on Flare in the finals is definitely promising enough. It's like already close enough to Nepogen's score, so could be challenged. Could be challenged here by the nature of the map itself. We'll have to see.
And also, I want to point out that Imperial wasted 24 hours in total to research the hardest pattern release ever for this pick.
Yeah, I did.
Shoutouts to you.
Went through how many revisions already? Like, you sent like you said like 10, yeah, you sent like 4 or 5 files in the map.
There was the original one, and then I slowly edited so it's more consistently BS, so to speak.
Yeah, try to be consistent on grand finals. That's so hard.
And that is the opening pick for this the grand final pool. And start from here, it will be very physical. It's mapped by myself. Meikaino Shisha, area blast, 300 BPM release. And also very stamina one, almost 4 minutes.
It's core jack, but really hard. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so basically what I say this is very much imagine Hakai, but it's really dense, but and so very anchoring and it's much faster there.
It's Hakai, but he decided to put 4 note anchors at places instead of 3. So
Yeah, so basically 4 minutes long, 300 BPM. It is the same BPM as finals, I believe. Like that was 150 or 300. I don't exactly remember, but the speed is not what matters in this map. It's like all the anchors that you mentioned and this raw patterning, really.
I don't think there's a break in this map either. Like I think it's actually just 4 minutes non-stop. You get like pseudo breaks in terms of patterning, but nothing like where you actually let go of your fingers.
Yeah, you only have a pseudo break like in when you're entering like almost 3 minutes map on this. But other than that, you just keep going there. There's no rest for you.
Yeah, what's funny to say about this pick is that within this pool in particular, this is going to be probably the consistency pick of all. Like this is probably like perhaps the one of the picks that people will aim for combo on, like damage control the combo breaks, because like you have to last the whole 4 minutes of this, but it is fairly manageable by like world-class players like Pavin Concavo in Metagen.
More funny trivia, actually. This map was like made in 2023, maybe, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was one of the original maps that was made 2 years ago.
Yeah, this has been stored for 2 years, and now we release it. Hopefully, it's not expired yet.
Hopefully, it's
I
not
don't think
expired.
so.
Yeah. Well, LN mapping has gone a long way, like throughout the past years, but we've been the pioneers of this improvement as well.
I think this has went from like one of the harder grand finals pick back then to now like middle of the road, maybe. Something
Yeah,
like
I'll say
that.
this was in the middle difficulty somewhere in this pool.
This Trezor,
Considering how hard. Yeah, spoiler alert. This is pretty much in the middle difficulty of the pool. You will see something really hard, much harder later on.
Yeah, honestly, what is there to say here? Like this guitar solo goes really hard, and like even the break is not like super breaky.
Nice break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very nice. Get some
that's your
anchors
only
here,
break.
man.
Also, the star rating is actually really low considering how difficult this map is, because Jax and Ellens do not mix well in terms of PP inflation, which is very funny.
Exactly. They don't go along really well in terms of star rating there. So I think this is one of the lowest star rating, or maybe wait, this is actually the lowest star rating.
Yeah,
this is the
it's
lowest besides Coordination 1, I think.
Yeah, Coordination 1 is like the only 5-star map. This is probably the only 6-star map. Well, technically 6.
I think so, yes, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Spoiler, this is your only 6-star map. Everything else going for 7-star.
Or higher.
So prepare yourself.
Or higher. Well,
yeah.
Spoilers aside, yeah. But yeah, going into Coordination 3 is going to be rather a special show.
I think, yeah, we prepare something special for you guys to end up the coordination pick in this tournament. So I'm gonna let Mr. Streamer to show this.
立しドキしてないように断絶し不連続で乖離しているように分離し孤立しドキしてないようにしかし柳は移ろいから見えるとするしながらしを乗り越えて私を軌道に気づいたも伝え必要な私たちは分離し孤立しドキしてないようにしかし柳は移ろいから見えるとするしながらしを乗り越えて私を軌道に気づいたも伝え必要な私たちは断絶し不連続で乖離しているようにしかし柳は時視聴し教育数外れ者で私一人一尾をドラグ運命種族売りしげる傷に保つため必要なドラグ運命種族売りしげる
Five, four, three, two, one. And that was the timing. And that was the timing hell. What the title means is probably timing hell. I do not read Cantonese. Can someone help me here?
You mean Chinese, but yeah, it's the same thing.
Can you help me here?
Nope.
I don't.
Okay, so first of all, shoutouts to Takehirote as the composer of this, and then Ioka for the video, also NoriTH for the illustration, and So Fast or known as Rini the 16 as for the lyrics. And for the three mappers also, High Lotto, Epsilon, and The Fang for this banger. Shoutouts to all of them.
Yeah. Do you have a graphic like all the credits? We usually get these. Like I don't remember the full credits.
Yeah, there should be, but I keep tracking the credits for those, so don't worry. Anyway, that talking a little bit of the previous pick earlier, and yeah, this is the played by Sudden Death. He almost 99 this, and if you see this coordination pick, I would say this is a little bit having more the mixed pattern compared with your previous traditional coordination picks previously. So yeah, this have a little bit spectrum to the a little bit wild card-ish something, but it's still overall coordination-ish compared to the other picks there.
Yeah, like
And
some
anyway-
of those bursts are very, very scary. And you
Yeah,
get to
the last
discover
part
that
there.
through, yeah, like the players will discover that through gameplay, and this is definitely probably the hardest to combo between the three coordinations. It is also 4 minutes long, so you get two quote-unquote consistency picks, but with different flavors.
Yeah.
The ending is funny.
Yeah, as you can see previously. Oh boy. Anyway, that will be the end of coordination pick in this tournament. And now we're entering the technical pick. And I would say we start from Lemming Ming. We're entering the quote-unquote uncharted territory of tourney map here. So fasten your seatbelt, guys.
So this is Lemming Ming by Mike Leake. This is not a custom. This is a map that has been used in other tournaments. Perhaps been even mapped for a previous tournament, but notice the raid. This is at 1.15. We literally do not know what we're doing.
It's fast enough, I think.
Yeah. So I think this is from VNMC this year previously. I cannot really remember, but
I think so, yeah.
the grand final of VNMC using 1.0 in this, and now we are in the grand final using 1.15, which at first I was thinking this 1.15 is basically just the approximation of the difficulty of the grand final pool, but turns out it should be the fit difficulty for this pool. So, yep, have fun.
Yeah, I think the scroll speed is a bit fast here. Like it looks a lot more daunting than it actually is. Like the high scroll speed at least lets us figure out some of those like the really short LNs induced by the rate itself, and that might be one of the challenges that this pick itself. But the OD is relatively low compared to some other picks.
That's just a vestigial thing from uploaded already maps and don't feel like re-uploading for and changing specifically for the OD, but I think it's hard enough probably, even at OD 7.4.
Yeah, it is really hard still. even discounting the OD difficulty there a little bit lower side there, it's still really hard.
Yeah. What else is there?
Yeah, there's a break section here, like quote-unquote break, but at 1.15, nothing is really a break. You still have to focus really, really hard here.
Is your only break? Wait, not really.
Is
Never
this
mind.
the easiest? Is this the easiest technical pick, by the way? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
knowing what's gonna follow this pick, yeah.
Okay,
For the
yeah,
next
that's
few
what I
picks,
thought.
yes. Yeah, let's just say this is the easiest technical pick in this pool.
Yeah. The next 3 maps are. Oh yeah, I forgot. It gets progressively worse or better, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know, but you can say some of the picks here are screw up on some way. But anyway, this is the opening for the technical pick, and we're entering the uncharted territory now for the next technical pick.
Yeah, like technical one was fairly light in terms of approach, and in terms of like LN pattern itself, because of the rate itself, like it doesn't like put a lot of emphasis on the LNs per se. But technical number 2 is going to change a fair amount of things because it is one of our customs, perhaps the most messed up, I would say. Like, it was originally planned to be like a collab from Danny PX and so on, but Danny PX did not have time to collaborate on this, so it had to be picked up from a completely different set of mappers. This is a collab between myself, Chrysaline, U East,
And you is.
and yeah, I think that's the full roster here. So yeah, you get some Chrysaline funny things. You get some U East just putting their limiters completely out. At some point, U East's parts were 9.2 stars. We had to nerf this so hard. We had to nerf for grand finals. It was so hard.
We nerfed
Yeah.
it twice, 3 times actually.
3 or more actually. Since originally 9.2, we have to nerf this a lot back then to be more proper.
Yeah. I'm the last element of this map, and knowing how I pattern LNs, I like to make their length matter, and I think my parts are probably where the most coordination is required here, especially like some of those inverse plus jack interactions I like to put here and there.
Yeah, the reason why we nerfed it was because it was actually harder than some of our hardest picks accidentally, but it was just pure pattern issue, just because of it's mapped to like random sounds basically.
This build-up
Yeah.
sucks, by the way.
Yeah, this is really hard to play. This speed up is so messed up.
This is the part we nerfed like 10 times.
Yeah, that's so funny actually. Thank you, Yui.
Yeah, US mapped that previously to be 9.2. So a bit of that.
No, this map is really funny as a result, but it has even funnier backstory. Like, honestly, it was the funniest collab in this entire tournament.
It was the unintended collab.
Yeah, it's accidental collab as we can say that. But anyway, you can see this map is relentless. You don't have pretty much break anywhere aside that after the speed up build there. So yeah, thinking that this is replayed by IME and she got 4 miss on this, almost 99.
Yeah, Yi, the combo master.
It kinda 5,000 combo on this, by the way. It kinda speak itself. But anyway, that will be the second technical pick. And for the next one, you're
I think we
not
should
the next
introduce.
one, no.
I think you should introduce this one.
Let's go!
Yes! You're not. We're not kidding. We're seeing this. Yep.
It got buffed or something.
Screw
I
the
don't know.
players. This is buffed, by the way.
This is buff a little bit.
He put some unnecessary LNs in places that literally for fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit this. If you don't know this, this has been mapped for the Chinese tournament 2 years ago, 2023. And now, here we are with the grand final of 2025.
Okay,
And
so
if you don't know, you can see this pattern like this.
yeah, it's very mind-blockable. Like, the discretion says if you FC this, you're banned for life.
Yes, and that will still apply until now.
Yeah, this map is like, how do I describe it? It has the worst shields on the planet. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Yes.
Die, basically. As the song says.
Exactly. The gallop column on there is pretty much one of the harder part to play here, and yeah, those triple jacks, the combination there, alongside with the 3 column LN wall there, it's very hard to do. And this is just the first part of the map, by the way. The
No,
second
like-
is even more questionable. If
The
you don't know
second
Yeah,
half
this.
like this is easy, quote unquote easy, compared to the second half.
The second half is like quote unquote easier, but also not at all. Like it's hard to describe how stupid the second half is.
Now, if you
Yes,
don't know this
yeah.
map, tighten your seatbelts.
Yeah, just say it by yourself. The funniest pattern in this tournament.
Yeah, the long jack speeds up from 1/4 to like I think like 1/6 or something. It's really dumb.
Yeah.
The polyrhythms are so stupid.
And Loki, I think arguably this part is a little bit easier compared to first half, as Imperial and Patriot said. And yeah, I saw very few people actually full combo the second part. I saw some people full combo the second part there.
Yeah, I think it's really easy to note lock on the second half. Like, especially if you mess up one of the jacks, I think you lose about every other jack in that same
Yeah.
burst patterning. I think that's the most deadly section.
And worst of all, I'm telling you guys right now, this is not the hardest pick. This is not the hardest pick in this pool. I'm telling you right now.
Minerva, buffed
Yeah.
Minerva is not the hardest pick in this entire map pool.
Yep.
So for the hardest pick in this map pool, we'll defer to technical number 4, Flourishers Imperial.
This is the
Yep.
hardest pick of the pool. It's
Yeah,
technical
this is the
four.
hardest one.
6 minutes, what? 6.
Yeah,
I never
Yeah,
realized-
someone says they
want.
wanted a 5-minute normal pool, so here we go. It's the full song. And not only is it hard in length, it's hard patterning. Like, it has the most egregious bursts and anchors. And yeah. So the song is from TWC, like I think last year or the year before.
I think this year, quarterfinal this year.
Oh, it was this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, if anyone gets any good score on this, they're messed up. Like, within a match.
Yeah.
Like, this is basically damage control the map. Like, you're gonna get some damage guaranteed at some point in those 6 minutes. Like, this is just the intro, and the actual map is pretty messed up. You get some breaks here and there, though.
There are breaks, yes, but the unrelenting sections are really hard. And this map is known to column lock people in the Big 25, which is really funny. Toxic Scent said this map is impossible to play. His words. So that's just some feedback from playtesters.
Shut up. Yeah, basically this is one of the tactic where you can easily column lock. Even column lock is not exist anymore in Score V2 in Osumania, so have fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of flams and like very fast bursts on top of the shields that are prevalent throughout the map.
Yeah, there are also some really long LNs, and so you have to hold some of those really long LNs while doing the bursts, which requires incredible amounts of coordination. I cannot even describe how much coordination this requires.
Yeah, the coordination and physicality required on this is insane. Like, yeah, this is very, very not intuitive to play, I would say.
Yeah, there's also a lot of like repeat patterns where like do the sound, and those parts catch a lot of people off guard too, just because of like playing the same pattern over and over again. You tend to just like even mind block mid playthrough.
God, I never ever can comprehend this part really.
It's just chord jack, but it looks funny, okay?
No, it's not chord jack at all.
Yeah, just get the chord jack map and offset every single note by like 5 milliseconds.
What did I offset it by? I multiplied the BPM by 4 and then did 116, I think. I don't remember, something like that.
Yeah, Imperial has some really funny ways to map. He maps in the OC editor, haha.
Yeah.
This is the break, by the way.
I guess this is your only break. Right?
Yes, there's a break. This is the only break. Yeah.
And I think we should enter the second part of this soon.
Yeah, I will say the back half is harder than the front half. Especially towards the ending.
And especially like when you get that like break window here when you can actually see the opening score, you can pretty much assess like for the last third where you're at in terms of scoring, and then just adapt your strategy on like the back half, the back third.
Yeah. Some fun facts. Maybe like 50% of the notes on this back half is basically unsnapped. So
yeah, if you open AI mod in the editor, there will be like 3,000 notes or something.
You might crash your computer. Do not do that if your PC isn't strong.
Well, snapping is just a concept at this point.
True.
Yep. Yeah, I mean you can see the scatter is getting harder there, even getting denser there. I think this is definitely one pick that not gonna be actionable at all. I don't think so.
If you
Yeah.
FC it, I'll give you supporter. Good luck.
Marcus
Good luck.
words.
Yeah. I have to wonder whether Concava is gonna have to change skins because of his build.
Yeah, probably. I told him in chat, you might need to ban this map.
Yeah, this is I think this is one of the maps which is absolute ban bait there.
You might flex on your opponent with your raw physicality.
Might be. It's very possible to flex on your opponent just as a strategy to tire out your opponent. Even this almost 6 minutes map just worth 1 point still.
This is an
And that-
insane score, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Nine-
7 miss, almost 99 on this. I never saw someone 99 on this map even in the replay there previously, so I don't think this.
Just for reference, I think the closest Toxic Scent got was like a 98 flat, and then Marcinho had
Yeah.
a 96.
Yeah, so that kind of explains how difficult this map is. Arguably the most difficult pick in this pool, and that will be the last technical pick in the grand final. And moving on for the wild card, I don't think you guys are ready. Neither do we, honestly.
Yeah.
And the wild
This is.
Oh no, I don't
not
want to
this
talk about
one.
this map.
No, not this one.
God
no.
damn it, dude.
This one is cursed. Okay, first of all, why 2023? It's because this map was started in 2023.
Yes. Actually, the lore is deep with this one. This was made in 2023. There's like it's like an Omega collab with like, I don't remember, like 7 people, I think, something like that.
Hello? Did
I
we
think
cut
he
off?
died.
Oh, unfortunately.
Anyways, yeah, there's a bunch of people who map this between, I don't remember them. There's a long list, but yeah, this is kind of like a joke map back
But
then.
yeah, this is ridiculous.
This is the equivalent of a shitpost. Well, sometimes the definition of wildcard is shitpost.
That's a good joke, Patu, because
Yeah.
never mind.
But anyways, it has been balanced for the tournament, however. I think Imperial had to nerf this.
No, Saturday nerfed this. He nerfed the ending.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, basically this has been quite some of the adjustments in the few times there. But yeah, I mean, between those 3 players, whoever likes Rises more gonna pick this, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, there is really Rice elements towards the back half when the song speeds up to the extra tones music section.
It's just getting harder there. These birds are relentless, by the way.
Yeah, no, like it doesn't let up, and yeah, it's 2023 BPM. What else can we say?
Yeah, this already explains it all.
You're lucky it's not 2025 BPM. That 2 extra BPM would have made all the difference.
Agree with you. I agree with you. And that will be the opening of the wild card pick. We have been, across some really wild picks in the last 4 picks. So we're gonna slow down a little bit, kinda, for the next map. We have some banger. It is
Yeah.
Teenage City Riot by Epic Man.
At 1.1, and this is going to be a rather more free-form type of wildcard. This is going to be a little bit introducing this dumpy element to the map pool that we've been missing in the map pool currently.
Yeah, I would say this is one of the more all-rounder wildcard. It includes so many mixed patterns there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly stream burst there, but a little bit mini jack here and there. But I would say it's not really that intrusive.
No. I will say this is like it's like every Epic Man map that has so far been in the pool, except it's really hard comparatively. But the same styling. I mean, the mapper makes the same style maps. Who would have guessed? But yeah, it's very vocal centric. There are some jacks, but yeah, not as intrusive as some of the other picks. And a couple sections have like pretty fast bursts for I believe there's a solo of an instrument later on, and that's where that will happen.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, like speaking more about Epic Man 2's Napper style. Epic Man likes to put a lot of emphasis on like musical motifs and like just really likes to just differentiate vocals, instrumentals, and basically anything that goes within a song. And like this song is already like pretty hectic at 218 BPM, and if you add like the element, the Epic Man element to this map, like if you had like Epic Man map this as Wise, it would be like really hard already. It would be 5 or 6 stars, but this is an LN map.
Yeah, which makes it significantly harder to play there.
What a
But funny
solo.
enough, yeah, but funny enough, I would say this is one of the easier side of the wildcard
Yes.
compared with the other wildcards you will see later on.
Yeah, it's relatively smooth, all things considered. Like the dumpy structure is pretty smooth to play.
Yeah.
I think this is the might be the easiest map in the pool, which is still pretty hard. It's probably the easiest.
Yeah, add will be the easiest. Just add will be. It kind of depends on your mileage on the skill set of the LN there.
Yeah, perhaps the easiest for some of the people who have enough like physicality. And what was that trail?
Yeah, the two axis there.
It's the Lacrima trail. It's okay.
Yeah, classic. But anyways, for the people who have enough physicality, that is going to be the case of Nipijin, Pavin, and Konkava. Some of the density maps might be easier in concepts.
Yeah. I still cannot believe I'm AFCing this map. But anyway, that will be the wild card 2 on this pool. And for the next pick, there is something special we want to show you. Okay. All right. That that is your wildcard 3, Blossom of Ashes, by none other than Lu Dixin. It's mapped by Jizit Dongsheng and myself. And also, we're gonna we're gonna give a huge shout outs to Alex Dang for the graphic effects, Sakura006 and Second Over 3 for the video background animation, which is they did this for quite a few months, I think, which is crazy. And also Spec for as the illustrator there. And yeah, what a map there.
Yeah, Ludison always delivers, has been delivering for many tournaments, including the World Cups. So yeah, as you can see, this map very fast, very pretty physical, I would say, kind of inching towards some of the density picks, but still in a wildcard way. So it's
Yeah,
kind of a
basically.
mini tiebreaker in a way.
Yeah, I'll say when this is basically your jump stream wildcardish LN. And also in most playtester opinion about this, I safely say that this is one of the in the easier side of the pool. And also this played by is this Anyi?
It's
Yeah, I
Yi,
think it
it's
is.
Yi.
Yeah. And that will be your wildcard 3 pick. And without waiting any further, we moving on to the last wildcard pick. And that will be
Drum roll.
Drums
Drum,
are
drum.
rolling. Oh no!
It is
I
speedrun.
Not
forgot.
this one! Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is another
My-
jump scare map.
Shoutouts to SSR, by the way.
This is speedrun by Muses. And I would say this is one of the harder wildcard pick there. And this has been stored for quite a long. I think it's almost 2 years also. But on compared with to the original version map on this, it has been nerfed quite a lot. So if you
It
try to
got-
play the original, it's
It got
it's
buffed
way
and
too
then
hard.
nerfed. Remember, it got buffed and then nerfed
Burfed.
and then buffed and then nerfed.
Birthed the return!
Yeah.
This is another originally conceived in 2023 or early 2024 map, which is really funny to say.
Yeah.
It's funny how many customs, like late game customs, were devised in 2023 and were not slotted into very recently.
Yeah, and also overall this map will be your more into the technical jack speed bias wildcard compared to the other 3 wildcard picks you have seen previously. So if you are really biased to the technical or jack, this pick is definitely for you.
Yeah, it kind of follows up the NT safety zone from finals, but in a very much more messed up way.
It's more all-rounder, I would say. I don't know how messed up it is, but it's more all-rounder. But also it's really long. Like, we have seen so many more than 3 minutes picks in until right now. It's been, like, yeah. It's so many long picks here for this pool. So definitely a stamina test overall.
Yeah,
You do
this
get a break
transition-
in the middle, though.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
transition
but
is a little bit
that's another break.
rough, but it's still a break compared to the rest of the map.
Yeah, this is your only break, technically.
I think the back half has like a really funny difficulty spike section, if I remember correctly.
Well, I tried to nerf that back then. Although it might be still a little bit spiky still.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. The build-up first. The build-up is really funny. Some of those short LNs and some of those long jacks as well. Putting a wrench towards the recovery here, and let's go for the main like Ki.
Yeah, this part is something. Like those jacks with the very tight LN release gap, incorporated with the LN tech there, which is it's very hard to play. And it just kept going. You barely have any rest though.
Yeah, it is a pretty relentless song, and some of those long jacks also they're pretty intrusive. Like as a jack oriented, jack slash shield oriented type of deck, it is quite the animal to tame.
Yeah. And reaching the last part of the map here, it will be your last burst. And it's just, I have nothing more to say. The chart already explains to you all how difficult this is.
And the ending is pretty tame, and this is also another replay by Yi, who has
Yeah, he
played
99 this.
yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, just a monster in late game, and we're pretty lucky to have the assistance of Yi for these replays. Otherwise, you'd see a lot more scores closer to 900k.
Yeah, and that will do it for the last wildcard pick in this pool and also in this tournament. And from now on, the last 5 picks remaining besides tiebreaker, it will be all density, and we will start for the first density pick. It will be Codename Sierra, actually a cut version, but this is still 4 minutes map. Mapped by UIS. Also starting almost doing the funny there.
Okay, so this is Katagiri, this is UIS. You know what to expect. And this is 250 BKM.
Yep. You know where this is going. This will be one of your stamina maps in the density. Like, if I remember correctly, you only have like quote-unquote pseudo break in the first minute of the map. But after that, it just goes relentless after that with 250 BPM density there.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this also made in like early 2024 or 2023?
I think it's back in the 2023. You guys already prepared this very earlier back then. But the only difference is this is buff.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys buffed it.
Yeah, he buffed it.
Good job, guys. We Mappool for grand finals 2 years ago. Time dilation chamber. But yeah, it is what you expect from 250 ppm LN, which is like what we kind of set up to say. It's near the highest end of the BPM for LNs, because like any shorter you go, it will just become rice. It's already pretty ricey, especially for people who use Percy. So yeah.
Yeah, like we do have to thank the patterning from UEs, which is not necessarily straightforward, and also induces some of like those lengthy lines here and there to induce at least some fast coordination here and there. So this is like not like entirely perceivable.
Yeah, this still requires just a little bit of a coordination, quote unquote, even in 250. But overall, when you compare this map to the other UE's density map, this is one of those maps which I'll say is less coordination but very heavy density there. which is yeah, kinda you expect something like this in the grand final anyway, in the late game very late game LN. Hence why.
Yeah, I'd say knowing what's about to come in the other density picks, this might be the most consistent density pick.
Yeah, in terms of structure, yeah. Also in terms of patterning, it's just very very long and very stamina intensive there. Although I don't know, this? I don't know. Will someone ever FC this though? There might be one at least. I think one player could FC this in a match. I think. I just predicting.
How many notes are in this map? Quite a bit. I think it's near 10,000, right? I think.
I think it's 10,000.
Or combo,
almost,
I mean.
almost. Yeah. No, maybe 7,000. I can't really remember.
There's a lot of notes, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And also this replay is by Oros. I think he 3-missed this? I don't know.
He missed in the
Actually forgot.
earlier section. I think he had like a
Yeah, but he forgot
misread
the
of column
rest.
lock.
But yeah, well,
Oh, boy.
Kategori always a really funny.
No,
sub choice,
it's 10,000 combo if you do.
Oh, yeah,
if
okay,
you
it's
add the
10,000.
math.
Oh, if you do the math, yeah, you can get 10,000. Yeah.
Yep.
Free
It's
10,000
possible, but
combo,
still hard.
guys.
Yep.
If you full
I'm
combo.
excited to see if ever someone ever FC'd this.
If anyone gets a
But
full
imagine.
combo in this grand finals Mappool, then yeah, it might have been too easy. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, every
Maybe.
single density pick I would say is more on the easier side to FC, but yeah, it's still really hard to keep up consistency on the but anyway, that would that's it. We're going on. I'm gonna give to
Oh, it's actually this one. Oh, this it's a full combo. It's actually a full combo from Yi. No way.
It's easy, guys. Another 726. You guys really suck at the 727.
Bro, I didn't even try.
Try harder. It's 1.01 rating off. It's not that difficult, guys.
Okay, so this map is from myself and Felix Spade. So, you know, like, Felix Spade has a full map of Oxalis, and it's very much more ricey in nature. But yeah, I started mapping Oxalis as a density, but then I didn't necessarily have time to finish it, so I had the assistance of Mr. Felix Spade here to kind of assist me on the pre-chorus and choruses. So, like, in terms of speed, this is the fastest density, clocking in at 265 BPM. And in terms of structure, it's like it's like pretty light. It has a fair amount of like single stream structure, but it also has a fair amount of like elongated vocal emphasis.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of you put 1/5 dump on this, right? Or maybe 1/6.
Yeah, the chorus features some dumps here and there, like to put some more emphasis in like the strong vocals, and that's coming from Felix Spade, who knows how to dump stuff usually. Felix Spade, sweep once again.
Yep. You guys keep delivering on this. I don't exactly remember, but you don't have much break on this, isn't it?
It goes all the way. So basically this is 3 minutes long. This is the cut version, but basically it doesn't really stop. Like there's some parts that are less dense than others, but there's not really a break per se. Like the only breaks you really get is like the stop before the choruses.
I just realized the diff name, Patu. What the heck is that?
It's a callback. It's a callback.
For those who know, I guess. It's an old callback. Holy.
I mean, apparently Oxalis is a flower, so I went by the name of another flower. Yeah, it works.
If you guys know
It
the other,
fits.
if you guys know the other callback, Gray Hard Rock.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's one of that.
But yeah,
I
anyways,
think the last part of this pick is it's really consistent, I would say, in terms of structure.
yeah, this is the fastest pick, but this is probably the smoothest density to play. Like some people might find it like very comfortable. For example, Yi found this comfortable enough to get a full combo.
Yeah. I mean, almost 980 on this. I'll say it's one on the easier side. Maybe, just maybe. I'm not quite sure there. Even this is the fastest BPM on the density, but it has one of the lighter density there in terms of structure and patterning there. But that will do it for the second density pick. And we're moving on for the next density pick, number 3. I think some of you will know this. This is Cynosure by Hylotal. Shout out to Melody Key World Cup.
Upright. 1.05.
Yeah, this is updated. Yep.
Thank you, Hilo.
So, what can I say about this? It's basically, if you know my Selenadia previously, this is almost same as that. You know, typical the Lime song and how Hylotal put on this. It's almost same. Not really entirely same, but it's kind of give the similar vibe to some of my Lime maps there. But this is 254 BPM, which is much faster. But it also incorporates some jack pattern you will see later on in the halfway of the map there. But also this song is really nice, by the way. Just for you guys to know.
Yeah, this is like pretty broken in terms of structure. There's a break here, for example, but yeah, like the fast parts and the dense parts do go pretty fast. So this is more of a mixed bag sort of density. So you get some of those light, like almost single stream, and interspaced by some jack transitions here and there, but also interspaced by some really dense like jump streams here and there.
Yeah, I'll say this map is more in the generous side compared with the others of giving breaks. But still, some parts in this map is he put really dense pattern there. So this is one of the more, you know, you got some jump stream, some hand stream, some split trails, and some chord jack pattern here and there, which makes it more into a little bit mixed pattern in the density picks overall there. And we're reaching the last part in this map. I cannot say other things except this map already explains it all to you guys.
Yeah, like I mean overall this feels pretty smooth to play, but like some of those inverse parts, especially at 254 BPM, it's gonna be hard to control. And among the density patterns, among the density picks, this might be one of the most chokeable because of like the back and forth nature of the pick. Here, Yi like once again provides us with a full combo 984k, a really good score, I dare say. Maybe some other players are also able to get the same score.
Yeah, this is one of the specs which I'll say is more easy in this easier side to FC, but this one is also one of the more very choke potential also kind of tricky when you try to do some transition to some other patterns here and there. And but anyway, that will be do it for the density number 3. And without waiting any longer, we moving on to the density number 4. And it will be one of the shortest pick actually. And it will be Evan's turn by Begin. This is the shortest pick, by the way, not even 2 minutes.
Nice OD.
Yes, we wrap up to 8.5 on this. Even this is a short pick.
Yeah, the
This
OD
is-
8.5 is kind of it's kind of a last minute executive decision. Some of our test players were getting way too high scores for our comfort. I'm thinking Toxic Sand had a 962k on like ODA. I was like, I guess let's use 1.05 at at OD 8.5. I guess that'll work. Sure.
Yep. Also, this is a little bit upgrade there, 1.05, clock in 259, basically almost 260.
Yeah, we didn't want it to be too fast because if it exceeds the BPM of Oxalis, it would mean that the structure of the density is like not super comfortable here. But like the structure of this map is like very dense. It is very intense but short. So all kinds of patterns here and there, some mLN4 checks here and there, some really brutal jump stream transitions as well.
Yeah, some stream bursts on this is really fast, by the way. I think this has a 1.8 if I remember correctly. Which is, yeah, is very fast. And we didn't give that much information about this map, but we're already reaching the end of the song anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Begin, for the custom mapping, like prompt custom mapping as well. It was very fast. It was not mapped in 2023. It was in fact mapped perhaps 2 weeks ago.
No, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So shoutouts to Begin also for providing this custom. And anyway, that will be your density number 4. And next one, the penultimate pick is something.
Oh no,
This
not
is
this.
something you guys already heard.
So
This is something you guys already heard 9,000 times at least.
So you thought we had the Ragnarok in finals. Here's the real Ragnarok.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, we can skip the intro there because we cut the first minute of the intro of this. And yeah, this is Ragnarok by Hatsuki, or known as Akatsumi-chan nowadays. We have to adjust this quite a lot compared to the original one because the original one is basically impossible.
Yeah, you guys probably know how this is going based off the song and last week. It's more of the same. But this
Yeah,
one
but-
featuring's worse. And there's like no breaks on like the dense sections, and the patterning is like more or less full inverse bursts at this BPM, so
Yeah, so I would say
It's-
this is a little bit more of the quote-unquote semi-full inverse when you compare this to the other pick, but also this also incorporates some mixed patterns also. And I would say this is the hardest density pick.
Yeah, it's hard because like the patterning is unforgiving. It basically goes I want to say almost quarter Phoenix mode, but it's not quite quarter Phoenix yet. But basically like the incredibly inverse structure accompanied with the very like anchory jump stream structure is like very taxing, even at 234 BPM, which is the lowest BPM we have in this density map pool.
Yeah, the lowest but also the hardest one. And yeah, start from this. you will see some 1-6 bursts. So yeah, basically
Yeah,
just
this
like I
part is-
said, this
This part's
used to be
screwed
harder,
up.
by the way.
It's
It
so
used to be
hard.
harder, by the way.
Yeah, I remember. It used to be stupidly hard.
Yeah. So yeah, we have to adjust this quite a lot back then. I don't know what more to say until yeah. Basically, this part already speaks it all. But after this is your only break.
Wait,
This is
I
your
have
last break.
I have something to say. Wasn't this also
Yeah.
made in 2023?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot. It's been
Back in
2 years
2023.
again, guys. You
Yep.
can blame the 2023 Camellia brain rot for every Camellia song.
There's some amount of maps in this Mappool that were done in 2025. Some of them.
Yeah. But funny enough that we have started quite a lot of 2023 maps for this pool. Which is
Wow.
funny.
Why was every 2023 Camellia?
There was a gas
Yeah.
leak.
Yeah. Reaching the
COVID
last
ended
part.
and the gas also leaked at the same time.
Yeah. Reaching the last part of the map here. We see some a little bit technical bursts incorporated in some of this in between of the streams there, and also some broken hand stream in between of those chord jacks, which is
But this ending is so stupid. Oh my god.
yeah. This ending is basically just hand stream, by the way.
Yeah,
It's basically
very
your,
funny.
your last part of the stamina test here.
Yeah, I was mentioning quarter fittings, but it is almost getting to that point, especially given some of the really trilly pattern and really anchory pattern just on purpose to mess players up. It is basically FU the map pool.
Oh no, our replay.
Well,
died.
it used to be harder. It's used to be harder, by the way. That ending is used to be harder. And reaching the last part of the map, and that will do it. Your last remote pick in this tournament. Oh
Yeah.
boy, what a
And-
journey there.
Yeah, what a journey, and that is going to be officially the last words we're gonna utter on stream as map pullers at all for any showcases for OMLN4. So it is about time to welcome
Yeah.
the words of our sponsor, Polytetrol.
Oops.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. It is I, your host, Tetrol. Thank you all for joining in this really crazy grand finals map pool showcase with unhinged map pools, unhinged songs, choices. I don't know. There were a lot of decisions made in this tournament that were like just overall really unhinged. It was crazy. It was a wild ride. And as y'all can tell, this tournament has been going on for, well, a pretty long time in production. It's been 2 years. As we've all been saying, it started since 2023 and it has been going up until now. It's just been a really long and agonizing ride for us. But and actually it was supposed to happen in 2024, but there was also a personal delay on my end, so that just kind of threw a spanner in the works. But I think it wasn't really just gonna stop us from continuing and making sure that the tournament gets seen through till the end. So we have our very great map pullers, play testers, mappers to really thank for all the effort they have been putting in over the 2 years. It is just so incredible to see all of this work finally get released, especially the pools that came, like the maps that were in since 2023. Aside from that, we have a lot of amazing designers that I got to meet and really work with them throughout these 2 years. So they have been the unsung heroes behind your overlay design, character animations, cutscenes, effects, videos, GFX whatsoever. It's been 2 years. I think I've been working with them for a couple. Like some of them have been working with me for a very long time as well, and let's just say it was also a very agonizing ride. But I think in the end we all came to make what I felt like was a pipe dream come true. Something like a very competitive scene with high end production, or at least something that I felt like was satisfactory overall. So I have a lot of people to thank for this. Not to mention the streamers, the referees, the commentators, everyone who put in their best to make sure that everything just turned out correct and proper for the matches to run smoothly. So aside from that, I'm not gonna give any sob story this year because that happened last time. But I don't think I will hold you guys any longer. So last but not least, obviously we have the grand finals tiebreaker for you guys because I don't like pretending that there is no grand finals tiebreaker. It's kind of cliche. So what we have here is a little bit of a gauntlet. We have a tiebreaker that is actually the collaborative production of let's just say it's about an odd like 35 people, including the designers, sound designers, mappers, and just a lot of people. It is something that you have to experience for yourself right here, right now. So if you know anyone who is not here, they want to see something crazy, it's time for you to get them in because it is time for us to finally pull the curtains on this crazy tournament that is mLN4. And with that, I'll leave you guys with one last line. Welcome to the illusions and
Go.
yes.
The audacity of this infamous noodle peddler to call upon me through unsolicited occult means. We have already met with the realms that transcend reality. You must not be asking me for guidance. What do you want?
You silver-haired freak, you asked me if I know Arya was a Centauri. If you must hear it, I admit to all my mistakes. I've talked to people about the virus I spread, Centauri, everything, how I betray her. I even made a promise to everyone that I will right the wrongs I have done upon this world. But you, a little deity, are not without critical flaws. I will not let you harm a friend I hold dear to my heart. I must face you. I don't care if you're a divine envoy serving some great god. I will do whatever it takes to bring her back and restore peace to my noodle cart. Even if it means killing a deity like you.
The courage of a man to defy the will of the gods. I like that idea. Very well, I will entertain that idea. But I'm sad to say, this will only end in your inevitable loss. You do not know the painful truth behind my existence and the power I am granted. It's that all Centauri and their accomplices deserve to be judged under my hands. And that you, Leon, are nothing but a pawn in this game between gods. You will see.
Well then, little god, let's make you realize just how human you really are.
Mara, Suzuki'를 머리가 아주 싫어서. 이대로 なら慈悲を絶えなくても文句は言うなよ。人間ども滅びよ。ヤメの殻と教団から力を授かったラーメン職人の手段か。お得的だな。まずい。攻撃するには距離を置かなければ。奴らを食い止めないと。鏡の国の星たちよ、我が指声に応えよ。長い間侵略士たちと対面する時を待っていたのだが、奴らを消し去れ。何をしているの？数ある市地の中でなぜこの亀の現実のベール壊すなんて。せっかくあいつらが戻ってこないよ。手を尽くしたというのに結局無駄だったのか。はあ、また隠し損ねたのね。でも彼女はいつも下手だったでしょ。相変わらず彼女は失敗作ね。へえ、私は鏡のロゴ服から解放してくれたの。一応感謝するべきかしら。あれ、私を滅ぼしに来たの？私が誰だか分かってるの？あなたのようなつぶけのラーメン職人が命をかけて私に痛めつもり。そんな使えないハンマーでなんて愚かなの。でもそんなに命を差し出したいなら、なぜ私が初代全体と呼ばれるのか思い知らせてあげるわ。お前をズルズルにして因果を断ち切ってやる。 女のふりをするマスコット。さあお前の存在を繰り返す。ダメ。あなたが誰であろうとこの世界に戻らせはしない。レオン、この興味の存在を封じるのを手伝って。時間でないの。
終わったよ、映像。もう一つの魂よ、どっか安らかに眠ってくれ。
ありがとう。